Thanks for joining us. Today we're going to take our tutu skirt and we're going to add some bling to it. You can add big bling, okay? Or you can go a little bit more conservative and just add a touch of the smaller rhinestones to your tutu skirt. It's all based on the look you're going for. Now, you'll need your glue gun, and if you have one of those glue guns that has the tips that are removable, or they have the flat tip or the real tiny detail work tip, perfect time for you to use that. You'll need your bling, size, shape, color, all up to you. I would make sure that you take a note of the bigger and the heavier that it is, the bigger and heavier it's going to appear on your tutu skirt. It's going to weigh it down a little bit. Or you can use the smaller ones, and keep in mind with the smaller ones that you're going to be closer to the heat with these tiny ones, so be careful and don't burn yourself. I'm also going to add a couple of rhinestones using this fusion fabric type glue. And I'm going to start off with adding it with this because I'm really interested to see if it'll stay on the smaller pieces. I'm sorry, the smaller rhinestones versus me having to, try to use hot glue on such a tiny rhinestone. So we'll start it with that, and then if it stays, great, and if it doesn't, well, no, not to waste your money. So, all right. So all we're going to do is add a dab of glue. And attach it to the tool however you want. Look at that, it's not even staying now, and I haven't even done anything yet. Wow. Okay, so that might have been a waste of $8. Let's try that one more time. Maybe I didn't add enough glue. Okay, so I've got that much. All right, let's try this again. Lay it on here, and I'll hold it for a second. Hell, I'll even blow on it and see if it stays. Not staying. I don't know if it's going to stay for the whole tutorial, but we'll see, right? Okay. One thing that you want to take a look at is that when you are putting any type of rhinestone on with hot glue, the back is going to show if the tool gets turned around or whatnot. So just put the least amount of glue that you think it'll take to hold it. Now I'm using the white glue, the white fabric glue. You don't have to use that. I'm just using that for the tutorial so you can see how much I put and whatnot. All right, so I take my piece. Let me see if I can zoom in. Y'all bear with me for one sec. Okay, so I'm taking my piece of tulle and I'm lifting it up, and I've got my glue on here, and I'm going to put it on the top layer of the tulle and press firmly. Make sure that you've lifted the tulle up though, okay, so that way you're not getting into all the layers with glue. Okay, and just place it down. And there you go. Now, as I was trying to say earlier, if it gets turned around, you're going to see that. You're going to see that dab of glue. Of course, the clear glue, the clear hot glue is not going to show as much. I actually let this cool too much, and it's still sticking pretty good. That's why I love hot glue. But you're going to show it a little bit. You can take the time if you want, especially if you're working with these big rhinestones. You can take the time and add a backing to it just like you would with your hair accessories, okay? Whether it's a piece of felt or a piece of foam or whatever, you can do that. And it can look, nice and neat. But that's entirely up to you if you want to take that extra time. And remember, even if it turns over, it's going to show, okay? But You know, maybe you'll like it more uniform looking that way. Like I said again, the clear glue will not show as bad. So less is better if it'll stick still. So add a little dab of glue. Let's get a smaller rhinestone for you to take a look at. Add a smaller amount of glue to it. Okay, let's add that little dab. And let's see if it actually stays. Okay, I'm even going to take some more off. Okay. So now all we have is just a real thin layer. And let's see if it stays. Okay. And I'm going to put it right there. And don't do what I just did. You see that? I pressed firmly, but I forgot to move the rest of the tool out of the way. See, so now I have this little bit of skinny piece. So don't do that. Alright, but the whole focus of this is to see if it'll stay with the least amount of glue. And shake it, shake it. And it's still there. So you only need a dab of glue. It'll stick to this fabric. Let's take a look at the one that I just did at the beginning of the tutorial with the fabric fusion glue. And let's see if that actually stays, which would be, and I'm shaking it. Let's see. And so far it's staying. It's still wet though. So it's staying right now, and it's still damp. So this might actually be a possibility. I've bought a lot of these fabric fusion style glues. This is the one that I bought, and it stayed. I did a piece before we started on this side, and let's see if it stayed. Only thing is now we know it doesn't dry as, obviously it doesn't dry as quick as the hot glue, but let's see if it'll stay. Let me see that. See if it stays. And this is what it looks like in the back. Let's see if we can get you closer. See that? And that's with the fusion fabric glue. And that stays. So is it really that big of a difference? I don't know. As far as hurting yourself, I would say that it's a really big difference. You know. So, but this stays pretty good too. So we have a winner. For your small, tiny, because this is pricey, for your small, tiny rhinestones that you want to put, you can use this style, any thing that says Fabric Fusion Permanent Fabric Adhesive. Use that. And then for your regular size pieces, go ahead and use your trusty glue gun, so that way you don't, spend a fortune. All right, thanks for watching.